What's up, guys? So here we go with UFC 238, the first badass event of the summer. I don't think it's gonna be. Well, it's up there actually with UFC 239, and God, I won't be able to watch it because I'll be in Peru at a wedding, so that sucks. But it's whatever. Let's get to it. So Henry Cejudo versus Marlon Moraes. So Henry Cejudo already fucked me twice. See, when he fought, well, I got Moraes, KO TKO round one. But that's two in a row that Cejudo, that I'm wrong with him. So I thought that he wouldn't beat Demetrius Johnson. But I did talk about how Olympic wrestlers, that if he was able to use his Olympic wrestling, he would maybe have a chance. And that's what gave him that victory. It was a split decision that I thought it was a robbery. I mean, not a robbery, but I still think I gave the fight to Demetrius. But there were several rounds where Cejudo was able to control him on the ground, and that's that Olympic wrestling. I was talking about it. Once you get to that level, you have something above everyone else. And then the fight with when he fought TJ Dillashaw, who we know now it's a fucking cheater. I gave Cejudo almost no chance. I didn't think that. So I gave him no chance, and at the same time I questioned how it would affect the drop to flyweight for TJ. And I would have never ever imagined he was going to win KO TKO round one like in less than a minute. I thought that maybe he could out wrestle him, but I thought that TJ was going to be well prepared for Cejudo's wrestling. But that didn't even come into play. There was no wrestling, just boom, one right hand, and the fight was over. Now once again, I'm betting against him. I think Moraes is just a destroyer. I picked him to beat Rivera. That's crazy. That was my first fight ever. So in my YouTube channel, I also picked him to beat Assunção, and I'm picking him to destroy Cejudo. Is almost similar to TJ. Very similar picks. So let's see if Cejudo screws me over again. But I think Moraes will be more than well prepared for the wrestling that Cejudo's bringing. You best believe he's been training his ass off. This is the same thing I say about TJ, and I'm gonna say it again with Moraes, but I don't think Cejudo has anything on the stand-up for Moraes. I think it's too much power, too much explosiveness. I got Moraes KO TKO round one. If Demetrius was able to do it, KO TKO round one, because a couple of years ago, Marlon Moraes can certainly do it. So yeah, Moraes KO TKO round one. Valentina Shevchenko by complete total domination. I think it's going to be 50-45 dominant performance by Shevchenko. Not much to say about it really, and I've talked about women's MMA all the time, but I just think Shevchenko is superior in every single aspect of the fight. Holy fuck! Damn, that is the biggest I've ever seen. Damn, I did not know it was that huge. It might be worth putting $50. Hey, $25 on put $25 on Jessica I and pray that she wins. That will get you $200. But yeah, Shevchenko, complete total domination. Yeah, the majority of people see it the same way, but not much to talk about this one. It will be probably the biggest upset in the history of the UFC is if Jessica I wins. But hey, Holly Holm did it, so we'll see. Cerrone versus Ferguson. Man, what a fight! And don't be surprised with this one, but I got Cerrone winning this one. Here's the thing, and going back to when I talked about Tony Ferguson versus Pettis. While Tony Ferguson might have unlimited cardio, very nice striking, and overall well-rounded, he is extremely hittable, extremely hittable, and he has a very suspect chin. That this is not an iron chin guy that we're talking about in Tony Ferguson. When he fought Anthony Pettis, I thought he was going to lose, because I thought that at some point Pettis would find his chin and drop him, and he did. I mean, he did round 2. Was it round 1 or 2? I think it was round 2, where Pettis dropped him. You know, Ferguson was rocked. And until this day, I say, if Pettis would have forced him to get up instead of jumping into Tony's guard, he might have finished him. If you saw his fight with Lando Venata, that first round was Tony Ferguson was maybe one punch away from getting knocked out by a guy in Venata who took the fight on a week notice or so. So while, you know, he's an amazing fighter and unlimited cardio and has all very well-rounded skill, he can get hit. And Cerrone has power on his kicks, on his punches, and he's a very good striker himself, and he's a really good grappler himself, and he also has unlimited cardio. And usually the guys that give Cerrone trouble are the guys that bull rush him, Tony, and put the pressure on him a lot. Tony doesn't do that. At least I don't remember. I mean, he starts slow, I'll put it that way, and then he picks up as it goes. But Cerrone doesn't get tired, and that's why I have Cerrone. And Cerrone has that killer instinct. If he tags Ferguson, he'll finish him. So Cerrone, KO round 1. We'll see how that goes. But obviously this is not a, you know, I'm like 60-40 Cerrone. Like, I can definitely see Ferguson winning and proving me wrong, but I got Cerrone, KO round 1. And then Rivera versus Yan. So I got Peter Yan by complete total domination. This guy has looked like a killer in all his fights. He completely dominated Dodson. For a few moments, he was close to finishing him too. And Jimmy Rivera, I mean, he got starched by Moraes. Completely, 100% total domination from Sterling. You saw that fight. He got destroyed in that fight. That was not even close. And that's the thing. I think Peter Yan keeps it standing and just gives him a striking clinic. I mean, Rivera has a puncher's chance, of course. However, at the little weights, bantam weights, that puncher's chance gets smaller and smaller, of course. But it's definitely a puncher's chance. But other than that, Peter Yan all the way, complete total domination, keeps it standing, and I guess again striking clinic. I just think he's superior. His speed, technique, fundamentals, everything's superior to Jimmy. And Rivera just looks low versus really the last time he looked pretty damn good, and even that kind of like okay good was against Almeida. But we've seen that Almeida is already like on the way out. I don't even know if he's still with the UFC, but yeah, by decision, complete domination. Then we got Tai Tuivasa versus Blago Ivanov. I have Tuivasa also KO TKO round 1. But here's the thing on this one. So hear me out on this one. See, the problem with Ivanov is that for whatever insane reason he does not use his wrestling. There's a lot of guys out there that have a really good grappling, not necessarily wrestling, but grappling credentials, and they don't use it. That is something that I think Blago Ivanov has. That I feel like if he was to go there and use the game plan to use to take Tuivasa down and submit him, I think he could easily win, and that is a possibility for sure. Because if you saw Tuivasa's last fight versus Junior Dos Santos, when he was on the ground, he had absolutely no idea what to do. Literally zero ground game. Like, this guy has no ground game, no game from his back. I want to believe that I'm actually 50-50 on this one, to be honest, and I'm saying it right now. I'm just going Tuivasa because I can't say that Ivanov will use his grappling. nothing can guarantee me that. But if they done his research and their homework, they'll use the grappling to win this fight. But I just have a feeling that he's gonna go out there and start swinging and trading punches, and that's where Tuivasa is gonna get him. But 50-50 on this one. Again, if Ivanov training at AKA, they've come up with the game plan to grapple. For sure, Ivanov will win. I can totally see him taking him down and submitting him. So that is 50-50. Part of me will easily go to Ivanov by submission, but I'm sticking with Tuivasa KO round 1. So, like I said, 50-50. Then on the prelims, between Pedro Munoz and Sterling, I have Sterling by complete domination. The Sterling that fought Jimmy Rivera was like a Sterling 2.0, completely a different monster than his previous fights. What was the one before Barao? No, Statement. So Pedro Munoz, right? He's coming from knocking Cody out, and that fight lasted like almost a whole round. It was like towards the end of round 1, and it got to the point where there was a headbutt, and then they just started brawling. Both of them, him and Cody, just started swinging. Forget all technique, just left, right, left, right, left, right. So it was just a matter of time before one of them was going to get caught with a punch, and Cody has no chin. That chin has been broken and it's gone. So Pedro landed the punch that knocked Cody out. But up to that point, I think Munoz was kind of winning. I mean, he was landing that low kick that is popular nowadays, and you could tell Cody was hurting. But overall, it wasn't really like a complete total domination. But Cody's good. I mean, a poor chin, but Cody's a good fighter. But just the Sterling that I saw against Rivera was just a killer. And I think we're going to see that Sterling again. Complete domination, keeps it standing, and just dominates. And then another sick fight, Lamas versus Cater. I got Calvin Cater KO round 2. I think again Lamas is already at the time where things start to slow down, and he's not going to be better or faster than his last fight. But at 37, he's close to 40. You can again make the argument that he's actually not as close. Then he's been knocked out cold several times by Josh Emmett, and then Chad Mendes also put him to sleep. Cater, he got a beating from Moicano, but he survived. But there was a beating, man. And I think while I can certainly see Lamas trying to grapple, Fishgold took Cater down, and Cater got up literally in less than 2 seconds. But I think every time that this fight is on the feet, Cater's just gonna put him on striking clinic. I think he's gonna fight, get his timing, find his distance, and then finish in round 2. So Cater KO round 2. And summary, like always, Marlon Moraes KO round 1. But that's twice that Cejudo screws me over, so just so you know. Shevchenko, complete total domination decision. Cerrone KO round 1. Yan by solid decision. This one, again, I'm 50-50 because nothing guarantees me that Ivanov is going to use his grappling. If Ivanov uses his grappling, there's a big chance he'll win by submission. So I'm very, very clear about this. I'm 50-50, but I just believe Ivanov is too stubborn to use his grappling. So if he uses it, he might win. Takedown, submission. Tuivasa has no ground game, so you can remember that. I got Sterling by decision, and Cater KO round 2. Alright guys, have a good one.